My name is Nathan Pawl. I am the CEO at Blacksands. There are two problems in the world today. One is finding the cure for COVID. The other is maintaining continuity of operations with a remote workforce. Blacksands enables your enterprise to onboard 1,000 remote employees securely in only 2 days for as little as $11 per employee per month. We struggle with digitization. With this massive number of employees coming on, every one of those requires 10 to 15 different applications and services to be modified. Typically for each of these connections is a 2 to 3 month project with a full project team and a dedicated budget if we're going to do things the right way. With such growth, it is unsustainable. In fact, impossible to do today. So we do one of two things. Either we cut corners or we significantly delay connection to critical systems. The problem is that digitization does not scale. Not only do we have long deployment times, but we also have to then manage each of these connections, which requires an increasing number of specialized IT personnel. When we do make connections, every one of our customers tell us today that they provide too much access, which is a huge problem with risk, and they don't have enough visibility into what's going on their networks. Every one of these new connections increases cost and risk. Use cases I'd like to focus in on are employee and or vendor and contractor access into our systems. With Blacksands, the value that we bring is 100% reduction in illegitimate traffic. We bring a 9,000% improvement in response time for productivity, and the cost is upwards of 90% less than any of the alternatives. To understand Blacksands, I need to describe certificates and services. Certificates are things that are deployed on the endpoints that are accessing your environment. It could be an employee computer, contractor, a vendor, PC, a mobile or BYOD device. So services are the things you're connecting to. It could be a control system in an operational environment. It could be a desktop PC in a business environment with full or read-only access. IT, architecture, hardware, IoT devices, or web applications. The way our system works is that the external user, in this case the employee, would have a certificate deployed on their system in a very simple and managed process. There's no client software or agent software that has to be deployed. They just use their browser. We also install then a receiver, which is a software device that sits on the edge of the customer network. It's actually invisible to the rest of the world so that even state-sponsored hackers can't begin an assault on that system, on the network, or anything behind it. And then we have a cloud management system that is responsible for brokering the point-to-point encrypted connections for our customers. An employee will go to client.blacksandsecurity.com with their browser. The browser knows how to access the certificate natively and securely. Once we've identified the user and his or her device, then we request a password, a unique password there for that. This is multi-factor authentication built into the system. When we have made sure that it's the right user and the right device, we provide a drop-down list with the appropriate services that this person has access to from that device. At this point, we've not connected anything. We've only identified the employee. The native multi-factor authentication that's built in our system doesn't require any adjustment to the customer environment to use this. Once that employee selects one of those services in the drop-down list, we verify that that employee has access to that service, and then we inform the receiver that this employee is coming in from this location with these credentials, verify it's the right employee when he or she comes in, and when he or she comes in, lock him or her into the individual service on the back end that he or she has access to, and do all of this without touching the data. So point-to-point encryption that does not even traverse a Blacksands data center. So there's no need to audit our system. And it's a very simple process. Again, they select, in this case, our admin panel. A new window pops open. It requests the certificate again. You pass the certificate, and now, in this case, the admin panel opens up, and you have access to this particular service. We were able to connect to PCs in a full viewer or view-only mode, IoT devices, IT architecture and infrastructure, and countless web applications. This is dynamic external authentication, authorization, and routing. We can deploy also into mobile, enterprise applications, IoT devices, and the like. You can have as many virtual receivers as you like. We do not charge for these, so you can deploy these in as many data centers, locations, cloud environments that you have to manage. And our administration panel is very simple to use so that even non-IT personnel can manage these connections. We stand unique in our ability to bring simple, secure, scalable connectivity in a very, very rapid means. Blacksands has been validated by a Fortune 15 red team testing for remote management of power plants. We've won multiple accelerators, including Plug and Play, leading cities, and most recently Harvard, Accenture, Oracle, and others have partnered with Blacksands to bring our technology to smart cities around the world. Blacksands reduces deployment time from months to minutes. We have self-provisioning receivers, no clients needing to be installed, automated certificate deployment, simple to use. We can reduce personnel. You don't need specialized training to manage or use our system. You can have what's called stakeholder management, where a plant manager can be responsible for his or her services within his plant without needing to contact IT, while IT maintains global visibility and control. There's increased security with granular visibility and control, an invisible edge, encrypted point-to-point connections, and we never touch your data. And finally, we tell the full story. Who is connected? What are they connected to? When do those connections occur? Where do those connections originate? In real time, from the network layer to the application layer. Blacksands is networking for normal people. Simple, secure, scalable connectivity for enterprise today.